a little something recently. Apparently, talking about Robert Downey Jr. may be coming back sort of as Tony Stark. And they come as a series of instructional programs to train up Riri Williams to become Ironheart. It's like, once again, they are following the comics, and they're forgetting that they're following the comics right off a freaking cliff. Stop with it, God! These comic lines did not go over well, okay? God, forget the diamond sale figures, okay? That's just what they sell to the shops. Well, that's what the shops sold to the people. Why do you think 100 comic shops shut down this past year? These storylines are not going over well. The comics industry is dying on the vine right now because of idiotic storylines like this. Stop it already. You're not going to have an MCU if you keep following this path. Supposedly, Robert Downey Jr. wants to do this storyline. I think, Bob, stop it. Stop it now. You don't want to go down this thing, okay? You want to get back in the thing as Iron Man, sell him on a multiverse story to bring back Tony Stark from one of the other... They're all in the Soul Stone, aren't they? That's where everyone died. Bring him back, okay? Just come back. Or, like they should have done the first time, treat these characters like James Bond and such, and recast. Yes, Chris Evans was a great Captain America. He doesn't have to be the only Captain America. Channing Tatum would be very good as Captain America these days, okay? RDJ was a great Iron Man. Doesn't have to be the only one. I think Ben Affleck a nice little gig to come out of when he comes out of rehab, so they're not going to let him do Batman anymore. He'd be a great Tony Stark. Recast. That's what these characters are made for. It's like changing writing teams and art teams. You recast. You bring another actor. Let him take a chance. Take a run at it. We got a precedent with Batman. Okay, how many Batmans have we gone through? Okay. But please, no more of these idiotic woke storylines, okay? I mean, plus, do these people still not get the memo that Riri is a slang term for retard? No! Back during the election, when all the members of the Avengers cast decided to do a pro-Hillary ad, and somebody else took that ad and, without really changing a word they said, managed to spin around to an anti-Hillary ad because every charge they made stuck to her a lot more. Guys, stay out of it, okay? It's, what Laura Ingraham is, turned, the shut up and sing type thing. It's like, for the most part, people who are paid to pretend to be something they're not are not really concerned about what your opinions are, especially if it's not particularly well studied. If you're just going by what the cultural zeitgeist is, which is often horribly wrong, no, please, okay, don't go there. Don't pretend you got more authority than you normally do because in a few movies you got up in a plastic suit and pretend to be Iron Man. Okay, it's a great gig if you can get it, especially the amount of money he was being paid. And he's done some great stuff with that. Giving that kid that robotic arm, that was class. That was class and a half right there. But like I said, guys, if you're overriding Kevin Feige and pushing these storylines through, shut the hell up, count your money, and get out of the movie, get out of the creative end, because you're no good at it. If Kevin Feige's doing this, get back, look at the actual sales figures of what these books actually sold to customers. Don't go by what Diamond's saying, how much they sold to the stores, because Guarantee me, a lot of those books are still sitting on the shelves. And you will note, because of all this, Mile High Comics, biggest comic retailer in the world, bar none, is no longer selling new comics. Because the new comics aren't selling. Chuck has gone back to doing back issues and memorabilia and other stuff. So let's make that a real big fat hint. The new books aren't selling for a damn good reason. Nobody wants this crap. Just get back to the old storylines and I'll pick us up in a little bit because I gotta look inside for a second. Okay. I suppose we can't be a fickle bunch when it comes to this stuff, but there's also something that is why it requires someone in charge who is a bit of a fan. Because you need someone who knows, yes, you want respect for the source material, but you also recognize when the source material is not worth following. Lady Thor and Ironheart and the Ask Me About My Feminist Agenda line of SJ, that's not a storyline worth following because that storyline fell flat. Same reason you're not seeing a lot of clamoring for the Clone Saga, okay? Or are the little storylines that went absolutely nowhere and basically drove away the fans and, you know. No, okay? In other news, if you happen to be in the Orlando, mainly Winter Park, moving into Maitland, Florida, and you stop by the Banff comic shop, in the window you will find my little they have a little table set up for coloring. I guess ostensibly for the kids, but hey, whoever. And you'll see my little rendering of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Found one raw form there. I need a little coloring book therapy there. This has been a very tiring week, folks. And while, yes, the storm has moved on to terrorize other parts of the country, around here it is now getting rather oppressively hot. Which apparently is typical of when a hurricane moves on by. And then the pressure goes up and, guess what? You're in a sauna. So I'm going to get myself back to Starbucks, and hopefully not have to wait half the day for the table I need. And see if we can cook something up. PayPal, Patreon down below. Want to mail something? It's Captain Robert April, 4046 North Goldenrod Road, number 115, Winter Park, Florida, 32792. And Steph's doing fine, making progress all the time. Plan is to get her out of there by the 19th, so we don't have to owe them for the entire month. And hopefully shortly thereafter, we'll get our settlement and we can get the hell out of this heat box. And back to our stuff, at least. And we'll talk at you later.
Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Well, the man is ignored. Action is his rewards ahead. Life is a great big bang up. Whenever there's a hang up, you'll find a spider.